Here we have our IVP7 web streamer installed in the PC. Now you will be given a username and the password once you have purchased the software. That will be posted in your mail. So here we log in with the username and the password. Let us type. This is the username and the password given to me with the user ID. Now let us try to log in. Now we have seen an error showing that a device not found. This is because your device is not connected to the PC. So make sure before you log into the software, just try to connect the device to the PC. So here we have the USB being connected. So you ready to use this device. Now let us try to log in. Now once when you log in, you will be able to see the first page of the software. Here you find it. Now when you enable this audio and video, you will find the device being detected. The IVP7 audio device and the IVP7 video device detected. So let us see the further settings, or we call as a preset, to give a high quality video, and further with the features in each and every part of the explanation of this software. Now in this preset we have default settings. Here you can select any one of them to have a streaming of videos, but it's highly recommended that you can use regular optimized or regular quality. Now when you use regular quality, you can have a clear view of this videos to be streamed to the server and to the portal. Now before, as I said, when you purchase your software or the portal, you'll be assigned a player ID, right? So now you can see a player ID being displayed here. This is a player ID even you find in the portal. When you once stream your videos, the player ID in the web portal will be selected, and to the assigned player it will play the live video events. So let us see how it is streamed and how you view the videos in the portal. So here we have the demo on that. Let us see and watch what's the difference between them. Now this is save on hard disk and save on server. It's just very simple. When you start streaming your videos, if you have enabled the save on hard disk and selected a path to where it has to be stored or given a file location, the streaming videos will be stored on the hard disk, that is your local PC. When you enable save on server, the same streaming videos will be stored in your server, and if you need those videos to be broadcasted, you can go to manage videos and even select the file that you wish, and you can even stream those videos. So you have two benefits in having the save on hard disk and save on server. Hard disk is just for a time being you can broadcast, and for save on server it's already stored and you can stream your videos whenever you like. This, when you click on save on hard disk, you will be enabled two options: limit by size and limit by duration. The limit by size, to give a size with this you can stream, and limit by duration, you are giving a time duration to which those streaming videos can happen. So these are the both difference. And if you want an auto quality adjustment, you can give the skip by frames, or these are the various arrangements you can even set according to your custom your settings as you wish. Now by the further session, let us see about all the features that are provided here. By seeing those features, you'll be really have a clear idea in streaming of videos. So before we start with the features, let us see about the streaming of videos. How first the IVB7 streams a video and then how it is displayed in the portal. Let us see those sessions.